You're watching Laketoria Nights, a show where three friends sit around talking about movies, video games, TV shows, and everything in between. I'm Kevin, joined by Andy and CJ, and together we're the hosts of the show. Say hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
Hey guys. I love how this changes just a little bit every episode.
And it will. That's the whole idea. So today we're going to talk about...
Love it.
Okay, good, yes. Ha, ha, ha. All right,
hope everybody else does.
Yeah, well, hopefully. So, today we're going to talk about video game movies. And as we all know, video game movies have a reputation for being bad. And given my experience, I can't remember a good video game movie. As a kid, I do remember watching Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, thinking they were the greatest movies ever. But decades later, I feel like Mortal Kombat, the first one, is the only one that really holds up. But that did get me thinking. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean, are you kidding me?
Man, Street Fighter is a classic.
Okay, Street Fighter is a good bad, and
yes,
I feel like Mortal Kombat is slightly better than Street Fighter was. Are you not agreeing with me on that? Or do you think
I agree with you there?
The only thing wrong with Street Fighter was casting.
Yeah, I think in terms of the overall experience, Street Fighter was definitely the worst of those two movies. But like in terms of which one is the better, which one I would rather watch right now, Street Fighter all the way.
Okay, I think I might agree with you, because I think I would watch Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat if I had to choose right now. Okay, fine. All right, I'll give it to you then. Maybe not Mortal. Maybe we'll say Street Fighter. Or okay, maybe they both still kind of hold up a little bit. Not as big as when I was a kid, but I appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, it did get me thinking. Has there ever been a successful video game movie? So what I did is I looked up every video game ever released in theaters. And after talking with Andy, I completely screwed that up because I know that there's another movie I just missed, but that's gonna be taken out. So we'll bring that movie back in, and I'll have to do the research on it and bring it in for next time, I guess. What I did is I looked at the budgets and how much they made worldwide, and then I went to Rotten Tomatoes and checked out the audience score. And if it was above a 60%, that means it was favorable to the audience. So we're gonna play a little game called Guess Which Movie Succeeded. Now, for the box office numbers, there's no way of really knowing what the studio's goals were for the movie. So I'm going to go with the rule of thumb. As long as the box office doubles the budget, it's considered successful. So when I went through the list of movies, I found 4 video game movies, I should say live video game movies, that were considered successful. So we're going to play a game between you and CJ, and the first one to name 2 of those 4 movies wins. So what will happen is, we'll have to decide who goes first, and the person who goes first names the movie, and I'll let you know what year the movie came out, what the budget was, what the box office was, and what the audience score was. Does that sound cool? Do anyone have any questions?
Yeah, that's fine.
CJ?
I'll let CJ go first.
You want CJ to go first?
Yeah.
All right, then fine.
Since I know two, because I need to think about this now, because 2 of my answers are animated films.
My apologies, sir. All right then, CJ. You're going first now. So go ahead and name a live video game movie that you think was successful.
I didn't like it personally, but I know a lot of people who did, so I'm gonna go with Lara Croft's Tomb Raider.
Okay. Now, was that the first one or the second one?
The first one, because the second one was the Cradle of Life, right?
Yeah, the second one was the Cradle of Life.
Not the second one, the first one.
So the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lara Croft Tomb Raider came out in 2001. The budget for it was $115 million. The box office was $274.4 million, and that's worldwide. But the audience score was 47%. So it didn't go over well with the audiences.
That's weird, because I remember when it came out, everyone loved that movie.
Yeah, it was a big deal. But here, and like I said, I'm going off of Rotten Tomatoes.
It didn't hold up well.
Was there Rotten Tomatoes in 2001?
No, I don't think so. But these are audience scores, so people go back to rewatch these movies. So no.
Because you could say half the Disney vault sucks if you go back and watch it today.
Oh God! So the
billions.
Oh God! You just incited so much rage, dude.
Just right there. Anyway, there's a big X on that. So CJ missed his first answer. So it's your turn now, Andy.
All right. God damn. Oh, it's not out yet. I was thinking Detective Pikachu.
That's next year, and I'm not counting Rampage
Yeah.
either because that movie comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that's tomorrow. Oh, come on. You don't want to see The Rock show up in a good old movie?
mean, The
You
Rock's
know
in,
what?
like,
I'm going to take a
every
long
movie.
shot.
I still like him though. I'd still watch the
I'm gonna
movie.
take a long shot, Kevin, and I'm going to say, wait, are we going by U.S. box office or international?
It's worldwide, so it's all over the world.
Okay. I'm going with Warcraft. I feel like that movie just owned in China, probably.
Okay, so Warcraft came out in 2016. The budget was $160 million. The box office was $433.7 million. And the audience score was a 77%. So that's 1 point for Andy. You're right. That movie, ideally, you picked the number one movie out of all of them. This is the highest.
Really?
This is the highest audience score. The highest audience score, which was 77%, which went over really well with everybody.
You know what? I guess
that movie wasn't that good.
Well,
guess
I've never seen the movie, so I don't know.
So here's the thing: Warcraft is super popular in China. That's the only reason why I asked if this was an international thing or not.
Can I
Because
say Black Panther? Because I'm sure Black Panther was a video game at some point.
No, it has to be a video game first.
How about
Not
Ninja
turned
Turtles?
into a video game. It has to be a video game first.
How about Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze?
Ninja Turtles was a comic book first.
I
But
do
then a
want to
video
say,
game and then a movie.
No, it wasn't. It was a TV series. Ninja Turtles was a comic book, then a TV series, then a video game.
And then
Oh
a
my
movie,
God.
which makes it
Oh
a
my
video
God.
game adaptation.
No, that doesn't count. I'm sorry. What were you going to say, Andy?
I was gonna say, I think it is kind of telling that Warcraft was the highest at 77%, which just sort of goes to show you that at least under the current metrics of what we were working with, that video game movies really do just tend to not be that popular.
Right. So then, well, moving on. It's your turn now, CJ. Andy has 1 point.
That's match point.
Yeah. Go ahead, CJ. There's
wanna
still 3 more movies.
I want to pick Resident Evil, but I don't know which one because there's like 20 of them.
Yeah, there
I was
are.
gonna
You
say
have to
there's
tell me.
5 million
You either
Resident
have to
Evil
give me a
movies.
title. You have to give me a title or a year.
The one that was good in that year. That you
Well,
have on
no,
your
I'm
page.
not. No. You have to give me either a title or a year. Because I'm looking at like 7 Resident Evil movies.
2010.
You want 2000? Is there two? Are you just guessing random years?
Yes.
Is there
I
2000?
hope so. That's so much better if he is.
I feel like.
Okay, yeah, I do see. Okay, here we go. So you're guessing Resident Evil 2010. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Resident Evil Afterlife 2010 had a budget of $60 million. Its box office was 296.2 million, but its audience score was 48%.
Oh,
This game
So,
sucks. Let's move on to the next section.
That's a big X. No, we're still going.
Alright.
There's still other guesses.
all right.
yes,
This is gonna be my throwaway guess.
All right, go ahead.
That should
Okay.
be number 2
Because
on
I-
the list.
No, because this one, I feel like because Kevin and I both saw this in theater and we're like, what the hell did we just watch? Assassin's Creed.
There's people dumb enough to like that movie.
So Assassin's Creed came out in 2006. The budget was
Wait,
125.
not
2006,
2006, dude.
Oh, 2016.
Yeah,
You're
I was
right.
gonna say,
Video game may have
Excuse
came
that
out in
was-
2006.
Assassin's Creed came out 2016. Its budget was 125 million. Its box office was 203 million, and the audience score was 43%.
Okay, good.
So it
Thank
didn't
God.
even double its budget,
I
and
had to
the
know.
audience didn't like it either.
Kevin, I just, like I said, this was my throwaway guess because I had to know how well it actually did. I was going to be mad if I won with Assassin's Creed. I would have
Well,
forfeited before you told me I won.
It wasn't even a success in
Yeah,
in regular standards in either way. So
Kevin, I watched the movie. I know it wasn't a success.
The original Mortal Kombat movie.
the first one.
Yes.
Oh, that one
Okay.
probably did really good.
Okay, so Mortal Kombat that came out in 1995.
Before you go, I
Okay.
want you to include the soundtrack sales too, because you know everyone had the Mortal
I'm
Kombat
not
soundtrack.
including the soundtrack sale. I didn't look up the soundtrack sale. That wasn't included in this. So Mortal Kombat came out in 1995. The budget was $18 million. The box office was $122.1 million. And the audience score was 58%.
Yes, I'm finally on the board.
No, you're not on the board. 60% is
2%
passing.
short.
60% is
What?
passing.
50
Yeah.
is passing.
60% is
no.
More
passing.
than half the audience liked it.
It doesn't matter. I'm going by Rotten Tomato standards. It means the audience
no
did not
Rotten
like it if it's
Tomatoes is
below
95.
60%. You can
Barely
yell
have
at me
the
all you
internet.
want. If you're taking a test and you get a
What if this is
58%,
what
you
Ebert
fail. That's
What
how
the-
that works.
If you get a 60%, you fail.
No, 60% is a D. You can pass
No,
with a
it's
D.
not.
I know that for a fact. So
Kevin, don't be proud of that.
60% is not a D.
yes, it is.
It's 60%.
Okay, I forget you're on the East Coast with your 7-point scale. Over here on the West, where there's a 10-point scale.
We moved over to the
Is that
10-point
because West
scale.
Coast people are dumb?
Here we go. Anyway, you missed that one. I'm sorry, CJ. All right, Andy, it's your turn. Time
Oh,
for
gosh.
guess.
All right. You know what? Since CJ went with Mortal Kombat, I'll go with Street Fighter, just because I want the numbers.
Yo, if Street Fighter wins, I'm walking off.
All right, then. So with Street Fighter, came out in 1994. Its budget was $35 million. Its box office was $99.4 million. Its audience score was 20%.
Yes! How is it that low?
Yo, God,
It did not. It did not.
And I was going to flip shit and Hadouken my computer and leave.
No. So that's an X right there. So.
Oh my god.
All right then, CJ, it's your turn again.
The first Resident Evil.
Let us
Is that your
involve-
guess?
Yes, if they made 10 of them, the first one has to be good.
All right, so the first Resident Evil had a budget of $33 million. The box office was $102.4 million.
Nice.
Its audience score, 67%.
I got
Nice.
a point. I got it.
Okay. CJ, now here's the important bit. Do we just shake on this and have a gentleman's agreement that we were both equally bad at figuring out movie stats?
I don't think that we're equally bad. I just think the public doesn't know what a good movie is.
That's fair.
And Rotten Tomatoes ruined movies that came out before 2010.
You know what? I'm curious, Kevin.
Okay.
How did the new Tomb Raider do? Do you have stats on that?
I do. So are you guys calling a gentleman's agreement?
I'm
Yeah.
calling a draw if CJ does.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
want to know because
All right, then. So then-
honestly, I forgot the movie came out.
Okay, so Tomb Raider actually made Tomb Raider's budget was $106 million, and the box office was $263.2 million.
Oh, cool.
The audience score on that was 63%, so it actually passed.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't even think of the new Tomb Raider because it's still in
I-
theaters.
Yeah, I
So
forgot about it
because it's
because
still making money. I didn't. Think
Well, it's because usually after 2 weeks, that's when they stop. That's when they know that that's the money they're getting back, and everything
Unless
else
you're
is just
Black
kind of.
Panther.
Unless you're Black Panther, and then you're just breaking
then you
records.
just print money.
And the last one, the other one was Resident Evil Apocalypse 2004.
Okay.
It made $45 million. Its box office was $129.3 million, and the audience score was 60%.
Oh, it just hit the number.
Is that,
Yeah.
I think Rotten Tomatoes has ruined a lot of these scores because what I think is Rotten Tomatoes comes out and then people go back and watch these movies that don't age well and then rate them rather than how did you feel when you actually saw the movie? Because yeah, Mortal Kombat Annihilation far worse today than when it came out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a lot of these movies are far worse today than when it came out.
Yeah, and I think that's always going to be a problem when you're watching movies that were made based on. I think that's ultimately a problem that video game movies have, is that a lot of what they're relying on is the nostalgia factor that people have from when they played that game, or, you know, what have you. The movie's not going to live up to their expectations, and it's plain as day when you look at the fact that even the most successful video game movie that we picked on that list was Warcraft. It only had a 77%.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
you're
it.
looking
And
at
by our
3/4
standards, that's not even really considered good, though.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying is, like, even the best video game movie still wasn't that great. And I think it ultimately comes down to them relying on nostalgia for the viewers. Like, the people who went to see Warcraft were probably mostly people who played World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or other
Yeah.
games in the Warcraft series. And so, because the movies are never going to truly live up to a person's expectations, because nothing beats nostalgia. Nothing beats those rose-tinted glasses that we view all that stuff through.
Right.
It's ultimately going to negatively affect their scores on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that.
I agree with that. Okay. Well then, I guess this for our first game ever on the TV show. Our first game ever on the show.
That's right, guys. We're nationally syndicated.
Yeah, that's right. We have a TV. No, for the first game ever that we've had, it ended in a draw. So I guess there's no bragging rights for anybody. So congratulations to the both of you, and I'll let you know for the next game that we have. So then, thank you for watching. Don't go away. Don't go anywhere at all. We still have more to come. Click on the next video. It's going to be My Hero Academia Talk. We're going to go beyond
Right back.
and go plus ultra.